Hi guys, how's it going? I know it's been a long time since I've done, okay, there we go. Since I have done a vlog, but May is an extremely busy month. And I think it's busy for everyone because you have school ending, you have graduation, you have open houses, and then you're getting ready for the summer, so you have Day, so it's really, really busy. Matter of fact, not this past weekend, but last weekend, I had to work three doubles on the 12th, 13th, 14th. I worked, which was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and a double is 16 hours. And I think Tuesday I had a breakdown. I did the ugly Fiona Gallagher cry, you know, and then pulled myself together. So it just it has been crazy. And as you can see in the background, I have more pops, and then I'm just gonna show you real quick because that's not what this vlog is about. But I got a new shelf. So, but that's another video for another time. But why I wanted to come on here real quick because actually I have to get to bed because I have to be at work at 6 o'clock, and I already have my nightgown on, my nightgown, and this Chewbacca. I gotta show you this one real quick. It's got a zipper and a mouth. Hi guys, how's it going? Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not a ventriloquist, right? But I wanted to come on here and talk about something. So, let's chat, shall we? February 13th, 2006, I went to a party. My friend Richard was having a housewarming party at his new apartment, which he just picked me up, took me back to his apartment, said, "Here's my roommate and her friends. I'm going to bed." Totally left me with them all. But that's okay because I knew them all, so it was all right. Anyways, at that party, I met a guy. His name was Ryan. He walked in and he had these baggy jeans on, a sweatshirt, glasses. He looked so cute. And it took me all night to try to interact with him because I wanted to hold his hand. Kind of weird and cute all at the same time. So finally, towards the end of the night, I was poking him. I was poking him in the ear because he was falling asleep in the chair. And I asked him, I was like, do you want to cuddle? He was like, sure. And so we were cuddling, and halfway through the cuddle, I just asked him, can I kiss you? And that's how I met my ex-husband. We were married he proposed to me November 9th, 2006. And then we were married July 18th, 2009. And we got a divorce June 24th, 2013. So, of course, I'm going to remember those dates. But what I wanted to talk about was divorce. Divorce is difficult for anyone. Anyone. And anyone that says that they had a happy divorce, they're wrong. Because at some point in time, during the whole divorce process, which means saying that you want a divorce, separating, then going through the paperwork, and actually it happening, you go through a roller coaster of emotions. And a lot of people told me, well, at least you didn't have kids, so you don't have a long process. That drove me insane. Yeah, I didn't have kids with him, but still, it was a very difficult process. And another thing that who was one of my close friends, who I adored, and she was my college roommate, told me, I don't believe in divorce. I'll never get a divorce. You just didn't try hard enough. Yeah. So, needless to say, I let that stew for 3 years, and I finally blew up at her. And she's like, well, I'm just going to delete you off Facebook because I'm trying to get rid of negativity in my life. Okay, whatever. But divorce is difficult because breaking up with someone is hard no matter what. But with divorce, it's you're seeing a death, and you go through all the phases of the grieving process, which are, let me see if I remember them. You have denial, bargaining, anger. These aren't in the same order. Bargaining, um, anger, Oh, I can't remember one of them, but the last one's acceptance. Took me 3 years after my divorce to get to acceptance. Um, I was in the anger process for a very long time. I went through the denial process before I had separated because our marriage was going downhill and he didn't want to make an effort and I was trying, but you can only go so far when someone doesn't want to make an effort to go along with you. And the worst feeling I felt was I felt like I failed. Like I didn't try hard enough. I should have just put my emotions on the back burner and just focused on him and let him have everything. But I seen that growing up. I seen the ridicule, the belittling, the smartass remarks, the ultimatums. I just couldn't. I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to. I mean, I was already bitter about things, and I didn't want my marriage to add fuel to the fire, or add more vegetables to the stew of my bitterness. So that's why I decided to get a divorce. And it's like everybody comes out of the woodwork at that time and wants to throw in their 2 cents. Like, for example, my mother. She says that I would still be married to my ex-husband if I didn't let every Tom, Dick, and Harry move in with us. No, that's not the case. I chose to get a divorce because I was getting angry at him. And like I said, it took me 3 years to come to terms with my divorce, to be okay with it, to talk about it, and it came just in time. It came just in time. And I couldn't even talk to him for 3 years. I mean, he was a close friend of mine for so long, and I relied on him, and him just being gone was hard. And I finally was able to talk to him, and I knew where my flaws were. I knew my flaws. I knew what I did wrong. I admitted to it. I owned up to it. I took responsibility. And finally, after 3 years, he owned up to his. And he also agreed with me. It took him 3 years also to come to terms with his divorce, with our divorce. And now I haven't talked to him in a couple months, but it's nice to be able to still talk to him. And that's great. And I love that. I love that people that get divorced, they can still be civil to each other, even if they do not have children. I think they were talking about it one day on, it's kind of like The View, but I think it's for CBS. The Talk. Yeah, because on the Real is on CW. I don't know, they're all the same to me. They just have different people. But they were talking about divorce selfies. And I'm sorry, but at the time of my divorce, I didn't even want to take a picture. I didn't even want to be near him. But if we were to meet up now, we would take a selfie. The worst thing about my divorce was the feeling that I'd let not just my ex-husband down, but I let my mother and father down, I let my brother down, I let everyone down that spent so much time and effort on the wedding. I thought, I should have just stuck with it and just, but like I said, I seen that a lot when I was growing up. And I didn't want that. So if you know anyone that is going through a divorce, listen to them. Just let them talk. Let them express their feelings. Like I said, my accepting of my divorce came in time. Because one of my good friends, who I met last July, who is just, she is truly a blessing to me, is going through a divorce right now. And tomorrow is her big day, May 22nd. And I called her tonight. I asked her how she was doing. And she just word vomit. And I sat there and I listened. And I told her, that's how I felt. It's perfectly normal. Normal. You need to, it's going to be a process. And you're going to feel, some days you're going to think you did the right thing. You're moving on with your life. You're going to be good. And then other days you're going to be like, I did the wrong thing. I screwed up. But that's what life's about. Is you got to have the bad days to get to the good days and to appreciate the good days. So just listen to them. Don't throw in your 2 cents because they already got enough people doing that. And just be there for them. If that means sitting there and eating with them so they eat and don't forget to eat, then do it. Laugh. Watch a movie. Listen to music. Just be there for them. Because it's a grieving process. And if, they're having bad days and they fly off the handle to you, just let them. Because they'll realize on the good days that they screwed up. That they didn't mean to let their emotions take over. And that's okay. So. Alright, guys. I've got to get to bed. It is 11:30. Like I said, I've got to get up at 6 a.m. So, y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!